Hi friend, welcome to my channel. Today we will be making juicy chicken thigh barbecue chicken. Stay tuned. All right, let's jump right into it. So here I have my chicken thighs. I have approximately like 8 chicken thighs, okay? And the first thing I'm going to do is clean my chicken thighs. All I'm doing is removing the excess fat that comes on the chicken. You don't have to do this part if you don't want to. Some people like the excess fat, that's your business, but I always take mine off. I'm gonna take most of it off because you can't really take all of it off. It's still gonna be some that's left on there, okay? So all that excess fat, I'm removing it. And for this recipe, I'm keeping my skin on. So we want to leave that skin alone and we do not want to remove that skin, okay? So we're just going to clean it to our best abilities by removing as much of the fat as we can or as much as the fat as we want. Like I said, some of the fat is still going to stay. We can't remove it 100%, but just remove as much as you can or as much as you want. When we're done removing the excess fat from our chicken, we're going to start cleaning our chicken with that I like to call it a cleaning marinade, okay? All right, a sanitizing marinade, okay? So here I have my lemon juice. I'm using some lemon juice. You could use lemon or lime. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use some white distilled vinegar. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut up 1 lime and I'm going to use that lime. I'm going to take that lime and I'm going to squeeze it. I'm going to squeeze it on the chicken thighs. I'm going to pass it all over the chicken thighs. I'm going to take my time and I'm going to make love to the chicken thighs, okay? Show them chicken thighs that they are well appreciated. Show those chicken thighs that they mean something to me. Show those chicken thighs that this is it, okay? All right, so make sure you treat them right. So when you cook them, they can treat you right, okay? Give them things some love, all right? So here I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add some salt. This is for cleaning again. This is not for seasoning because we are going to rinse this out, okay? And we're going to do the same thing, show it love, pass that lime all over it. And when we're done with that, let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, then wash it out. As I always state, if you don't have the time to let it sit for 10-15 minutes, just wash it right away. When I'm done washing it out and taking out that excess water, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with the fun part. I'm gonna start seasoning that bad boy. So here I'm using some extra virgin olive oil. All right, and I'm gonna put that all over there, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this poultry blend, okay? I'm gonna use this poultry blend and I'm gonna put it all over my chicken. I'm gonna put about 1 teaspoon, okay? And you do not, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this complete seasoning as well. And I'm saying you do not need to add a lot of seasonings to your baked chicken because it is going to be a barbecue chicken. So the barbecue is also going to add some flavor. So don't OD it, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna add some garlic powder and I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning. Remember that Italian seasoning and garlic powder is not a salt-based seasoning, so you're adding flavor but you're not adding salt. Now if you're adding garlic salt, that's different, but if it's garlic powder and Italian seasoning, that's just for flavor. That's not a salt-based marinade, so that's not gonna make your food have salt, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna mix that all in there and I'm gonna flip the chicken to the back and I'm gonna add some more of my poultry seasoning, okay? I'm gonna add another teaspoon, of that in there, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mix it so all the chicken could get some of that marinade, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna transfer my chicken from the bowl into my aluminum tray so I could get it ready for the oven. So I'm taking them and you want to put them skin side up, okay? It was about 2 pieces of my chicken. They didn't really have a lot of skin on them or barely any skin at all. But you do want to put it skin side up because we want to get a little crispy skin. And if you put it skin down, it's going to be a hot mess, okay? It's going to be a disaster. So don't do that. Put it skin up, uncovered in the oven, 400 degrees for about 20 to 30 minutes. And this is how it looked when you take it out the oven. So what we're gonna do is dispose some of that water. Don't dispose all of it. Leave about like a half a cup of water into there, okay? You see I have a little bit of water left. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my Sweet Baby Ray's, okay? You could use whatever kind of barbecue sauce you so desire or whatever you like, okay, baby? But this is what I like, so this is what I'm adding. So now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take our little brush and we're gonna pass it all over so that every single piece of that barbecue can get some of that chicken, so that Every single piece of that chicken could get some of that barbecue sauce, okay? We're going to go ahead. We're going to flip them over to the back side. Don't forget the back because you got to eat both sides, all right? And we're going to go ahead. We're going to also add some honey to make it a little more sweet. I want it to be a little more sweet, so I wanted to head and I add a little bit of honey to mine. That's optional. You don't have to add honey to yours if you do not want to, but I wanted to, so I did, okay? All right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to mix it all over like that. Make sure every piece got some of that barbecue sauce. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip those bad boys back up. And this is them back up. And I'm going to add a little bit more barbecue sauce. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some of my honey at the top as well, okay? And I also like to put a little bit barbecue sauce at the bottom of the tray. As you can see, there's barbecue sauce there, so the chicken could be nice, juicy, and have a lot of barbecue sauce in it, okay? We don't want our chicken to be dry, okay? We want it to be juicy, okay? Juicy, all right? So go ahead and make sure you put some barbecue sauce at the bottom as well, all right? Then when we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take that chicken and we're gonna put it back into our oven. But this time, we are not gonna put it at 400 degrees. We're gonna put it on boil, okay? When we put it on boil, we're only gonna leave it in there for approximately 5 minutes, okay? Not long at all, or that crap will burn your chicken. You just want to have a little bit of color. Boom. And this is how it look when you take it out, okay? Got a little bit of color. And I like it. It's perfect. You see it sizzling. It's ready. And then you already know, for a garnish, we're going to go ahead. We're going to add a little parsley on the top for a garnish, just so it can look like it's all that. Because you know when you put parsley on something, it make it look like you did something. All right? And boom, there you have it, you guys. Barbecue chicken thighs. It don't get no better or easier than that. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Bye. Until next time.